morning. I am Raina Chambliss. I am the co-president of the Faculty and Staff Federation of Community College of Philadelphia. Yeah! AFT 2026. And we welcome you and thank you for joining us early this morning as we bring Philly's College to Philadelphia City Hall. Community College of Philadelphia is truly Philly's college, and we are fighting for it because we believe in the work that we do. We believe in our students and in their talent and potential. CCP educates most Philadelphians, the best and brightest students in the city, and this is why we are here today fighting to make CCP better. That's right.
My name is Junior Brainerd, and as Raina said, I am co-president of the Faculty and Staff Federation with Raina. Great to be here this morning. 2 days ago, many of us are aware that the Pennsylvania Labor Relations Board ruled in favor of the college's fact-finding petition. Management's request for fact-finding is a blatant attempt to undermine workers' rights that parallels the attacks on labor we are seeing nationally. The college's management and board of trustees are trying to stop the bargaining process and ignore the critical demands of CCP's dedicated faculty and staff for real raises, full staffing, and the support that students need to succeed. Let's be really, really clear here. The college's request for so-called fact-finding was not because they don't know the facts. It may be because they don't care about the facts, but it definitely wasn't because they don't know them. Yeah. Faculty, staff, and students testified at City Council and at board meeting after board meeting, and after 15 months and over 130 hours at the bargaining table, the facts are clear and established.
That's right.
We're here today to say to the CCP's Board of Trustees, stop delaying, get to the table. Our students, faculty, and staff need and deserve more. The facts do not need to be found. They are right here.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaditza Hernandez Orsini. I'm a student here at the Community College of Philadelphia. I support AFT 2026's fight for 3 fair contracts because one, I believe that the Federation not only needs to survive, but to thrive, and to give us a better education. Fact, some disciplines, such as physics, have no tutors. Can you believe that? Yeah, boo. Despite the fact that enrollment is up, staffing in the Learning Lab, where students can go to get extra tutoring and support with their coursework, has been dramatically cut. They have lost, right? Come on, boo louder. Yeah, they have lost 15 full-time and 25 part-time employees in recent years. Another fact, CCP has larger class sizes than Montgomery County Community College and Bucks County Community College. Yep. Some professors teach over 200 students a semester.
My name is Sophie Hamilton. I'm a CCP student, and I support the fight for 3 fair contracts because there is no CCP without the teachers, and the teachers are fighting for all of us to get a good education and what we need. Fact, inflation is up over 32% since the last CBA in 2019. Another fact, adjuncts can make 25% more teaching at Temple.
Hello, my name is Zach Jackson. I'm a psych major at CCP, and I support the AFT 2026 because, well, they're fighting for the students and they're fighting for the teachers. Here's a fact. SEPTA UPass program allows the college to purchase trans passes for students at 80% of the normal pass price. Here's another fact. The students at CCP are not rich. I can tell you as a student myself, I don't have any money. I don't have a job either. I live in West Philly. Takes me about 45 minutes to get to college every day. Having a SEPTA trans pass would be really great. And here's another fact. The proposal of SEPTA student trans passes is widely popular with students. As stated, I would benefit greatly from it. I live in West Philly. I know friends who live in Mount Airy, and they have to take regional rails, which costs much more than a SEPTA trans pass for the Broad Street line in the Market Frankfurt. And students who drive, the only thing the option is for $5 parking. The college, when asked about the SEPTA passes, said that it cost too much, and they told students that they could use the $5 parking. I can't drive. What's $5 parking gonna do for me?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adela Goodwin, and I'm a public health student at the Community College for Philadelphia. I support AFT's 2026 fight for 3 fair contracts because this is my school, this is my community, these are my people. They are doing their part to help elevate our society by working in education. Do not overlook that. Fact, some advisors have over 600 students on their caseload. Fact, the college's 2024 to 2025 budget for anti-union external lawyers was $650,000. Do you know how many advisors $650,000 could go toward our advisors instead of fighting them? Thank you.
Hello, I'm Donnie Mutiva, student, full-time student at CCP, graduating this May. Thank you. Accepted at Jefferson on a full scholarship. My main point today is that the Community College of Philadelphia is the city's hub for talent. If you're looking for the growth for the next generation, it's there. From the migrants seeking new opportunities to adults reestablishing themselves and youth who are investing in an affordable pathway heading to a university, this is an essential part of Philadelphia's next step. The teachers, the professors, and the faculty members should be compensated appropriately. Without that, I mean, what are you really asking for from them, for us? So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
So, I'm Miles Hensley. I'm a Philadelphia native, a CCP graduate, a Temple graduate, a CCP employee, and most importantly, a father. I work in multimedia services, and I support our fight for 3 fair contracts because I see, feel, and experience the lack of respect, resources, compensation, and overall college experience that CCP is failing to provide to its students, staff, and faculty. The time that I was given to speak is short, so I'm going to end with 2 facts. Fact, there has been a 30% reduction in classified staff workers since our last contract was settled. Fact, according to CCP's student handouts, I should be making $31 per hour, but they only pay me $22 per hour. What are our credentials really worth? Why would the college pay under market wages to anyone, let alone their own graduates? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Gabe Carrion, and I'm a full-time faculty member, tenure track in the Department of Physics and Engineering. This is my 2nd year at CCP, and I support our fight for 3 fair contracts because I'm tired of seeing my fellow co-workers struggle to afford cost of living and not making living wage. The Enquirer recently stated that a person needs to make $75,000 to afford average rent in Philadelphia. The overwhelming majority of AFT 2026 members do not make that, which is a crying shame. I support our fight for 3 fair contracts because I'm tired of seeing my coworkers struggle to afford childcare. According to a study by MIT, an adult with 1 child would need to earn over $91,000 a year to make a living wage in Philadelphia. An overwhelming majority of our full-time faculty and staff at CCP do not cross that threshold. Another crying shame. I support our fight for 3 fair contracts because I'm tired of seeing my fellow coworkers have to work multiple jobs just to afford their cost of living here in Philadelphia when all they want to do is teach. What we're fighting for is fairness. Thank you very much.
It is good to see Philadelphia standing up for union workers. Philadelphia is a union town, let's be clear. I just came from the IATSE rally where they are fighting for their jobs, and we have to stand up in this time in this country and let them know that Philadelphia is not buckling. Right. So I am council member at large, Nina Ahmed, and last October we made it clear that we stood with CCP's faculty and staff, and yet despite 15 months and 130 hours of bargaining, management continues to delay. The facts don't need to be found. They have been presented time and time again. To CCP's Board of Trustees, stop stalling. Stop the excuses. Get to the bargaining table now. Philadelphia is a union town, and we stand with our workers. And most importantly, for someone like me who made it in this city, is because of education. And this is a lifeline for so many of us and so many of our young people. So CCP really has been a haven, and their faculty have nurtured people and made sure they have a pathway to success. So let's stand with you. We're standing with you. We're going to make this happen, and thank you for having me.
Good morning. Good to see you all, but not necessarily under these conditions. I listened to one of the young people talk about facts. So I want to kind of keep that same energy about facts. It's a fact that CCP's budget is bigger than it's ever been in the history of the institution. That's a fact. It's a fact that this contract that expired did not creep up on us. It was not a surprise. We knew this was coming. It is a fact that last year, during budget hearings, council members, I believe it was myself, as the chair of the Education Committee, asked the president of CCP a question. How much money do you need to fix the contract dispute with the workers at CCP? You know what his response was? Me neither. I'm still waiting for an answer. This problem could have been fixed last year if there was an appetite to make sure that workers at CCP was taken care of. Myself and the members of City Council was more than willing to put the money on the table to make sure that people got a fair wage. Now look at where we are. It's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment to the city of Philadelphia that before a council session, we have to stand out here and beg for our money. CCP is taxpayer dollars. As elected officials, we talk all the time about the idea of pulling people out of poverty. Well, based on what I'm hearing, we can pull a lot of people out of poverty if we give them a fair wage right now. Now, I don't got much time because council session is about to start. So outside of just giving the faculty a fair raise, please give all of the young people free trans passes at CCP. Thank you all.
Thank you, Councilmember Thomas. I remember that moment well. We had no answer for how much it would take, and that's, you know, we asked the administration at CCP to come with us and joining us for asking for increased funding so we could get, you know, have the college we know our students need, and they refused. So we came down here with students, faculty, and staff and asked for more money because we knew we needed it to do our best work. And council did give us $5 million in additional money, and yet every time we ask about it at the bargaining table, they have no answer. Oh no, that's not guaranteed. You know, that's already spent. Blah blah blah. You know, they're not using it to do what they need to do, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. Real quick, I want to shout out the folks who are standing with us today. Some of the folks, DC 47 folks are here. I believe DC 33 folks are here too. We have folks from Rutgers. We have folks from TAUP and TUGSA, both unions at Temple University. I know. We have Reclaim here today. Reclaim Philadelphia. Who else? I forget. What? UAP, United Academics of Philadelphia. Right, and many, many more. Right? Oh, yes. Excuse me, I won't cuss. The Philadelphia AFL-CIO is amazing and has been like just a brilliant, brilliant ally. Like the changes that are happening over there are just so much for the better, and their support of workers is just incredible. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
Good morning. It is an honor to be here with my colleagues from City Council, my friends from the state legislature, Representative Waxman, Representative Krajewski, and I represent the people and communities of the Pennsylvania's 1st Senatorial District, which includes the Community College of Philadelphia and the great workers who make it run. Full-time faculty, classified, adjunct and visiting folks, faculty, students. It's just an honor to be with all of you. We have gathered together quite a bit in the last few months, but the journey to this moment, as we heard from Councilmember Thomas, has been long. Hundreds of hours of conversation, proposal and revisal after proposal and revisal, more than a year of good faith negotiations. This has been the hard work of union members who are fighting for the working conditions and learning conditions that our entire community college deserves. Yet management has only had pennies to offer, pittance for the labor of a faculty and staff who care endlessly for the great students at CCP. Their request for fact-finding, submitted past the final hour, is nothing more than a delay tactic, an insulting attempt to disrupt the solidarity and power of this union. But it is sure to fail in its attempts and certain to reveal only that which we already know, that your demands are reasonable, overdue, and ones that the college can afford. CCP is the jewel of our city, a vital resource that democratizes access to education and welcomes learners of all levels and all backgrounds to build their futures.
Yeah.
CCP is all that it is because of you, because of your labor. You deserve a fair contract that invests in your well-being with dignified wages and benefits, that ensures that there are proper supports in place for you and your students to succeed, and that sustains these benefits long term. You are the greatest investment that CCP can make. I'm calling on the Board of Trustees to stop the delay tactics, to come back to the table and reach a deal that respects the dignity and worth of every worker at CCP. We have all the facts we need. Whatever the Board of Trustees does next, I'm fighting with you and beside you each step of the way, whatever it takes. And when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Councilmember Kendra Brooks. I'm a City Council member at large and a minority leader for Philadelphia City Council. Yeah. I'm also a proud alumni of Community College of Philadelphia. And I sent not one, not two, but 3 children to CCP myself. So to say the least, this college means a lot to me. And it means a lot to the next generation of working class Philadelphians across this city. So trust and believe when I say I stand with CCP students and staff to fight for the resources that you need and deserve. I stood with you last week before you voted to authorize a strike, and I'm standing with you today now that you have authorized a strike with 97% of a vote. And I will stand with you if and when you decide to go on strike. This fight is not new to me. For 40 years, I've been organizing for and with young people to win the schools that we deserve here in the city of Philadelphia. I know that this fight is not easy, and I know it takes a lot of time and energy. and it tests all of your patience and resolve. But believe me when I tell you that the fight is worth it, because your fight is not just about you. When you hold the line, you're holding the line for every young person who will walk through the doors of CCP now and in the future. When you hold the line, you're holding the line for the people across our city who are overworked and underpaid.
That's right.
When you hold the line, you are holding the line against the billionaires who want to destroy our public schools and sell out our futures for their tax breaks. So stay strong, keep fighting, and you have what it takes for this fight to make it to the picket line, and I'll see you there. And I don't want us to leave out all the staff. You know, when we talk about CCP, I think about my experience. We have our classified staff, we have our cleaning staff, we have our teaching staff, we have our counseling staff. Everybody that participated in getting me through CCP are a part of this fight now. We can't leave anybody behind because Philly is a union town and we stand united and in solidarity. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I won't be long before you, but I have something important to say because I'm excited about this protest. Why? Because at the end of the day, striking is something that we did not want to do for CCP. There's nothing that none of the faculty or staff members wanted to do. But sometimes you have to find a way to show people that you mean business. Because sometimes they don't believe you when you say that you mean business. And so I'm so proud of all of you for doing this. I met with Marissa, Joe, the entire leadership team several months ago, and we talked about the importance of City Council continue to raise funds for CCP, and we did that. But the problem is that the Community College of Philadelphia is not connecting our demands for this faculty and staff to be raised money and get fair wages with the fact that the reality is that they're so concerned about so many other things, they're not concerned about the most important people that really help educate the students in our city. So with that being said, one thing I want to say that really bothers me about this whole strike, I have met with the leadership team of AFT and CCP on several occasions, phone calls, all types of things. But I have yet to meet with anybody on the leadership team of CCP. And so they have not reached out, they have not called any of us. It's troublesome that in the midst of a negotiation of this sort, that we don't have a call from Dr. Generals. So that says a lot about what they're going through as faculty and staff members here at CCP. Because if they're not going to even listen to people that are helping them with funding from City Council, then that means they're definitely not listening to people that are laboring to make sure that that college is going well. Right. So today I say that the time has come that we begin to focus on fair wages, not tomorrow, but today, for our faculty and staff at the Community College of Philadelphia. And you know, I'll just say this really quickly. I work with thousands of young people in the city of Philadelphia, and I recognize that when you invest in thousands of young people and you dedicate their lives to them, you'll see the growth and their growth and development. It makes our city better. But we got to make sure that our faculty and staff are able to live and actually get the joys of living in the city of Philadelphia as much as they deserve. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. This means a lot to me. Thank you.
Let's get ready to rumble. Solidarity, my brothers and sisters. You know, this is just disrespectful that we have to be out here in the first place. I see a lot of my state friends behind me. They get a lot of state money. They get a lot of city money. You know, as the chair of the Labor Committee and Council, I'm going to make sure that that money goes nowhere until they work out a fair contract with my brothers and sisters behind me. I will stand in solidarity with them now, today, tomorrow, until this is done. I will be out there on the picket line with them, outside the school. You heard my colleagues say, we haven't heard anything from CCP. I haven't heard from one person there. That's just outright disrespectful. They came to us last year begging for money, and we gave it to them because we thought they would do the right thing. Well, guess what? They ain't gonna have a choice. As the chair of the Labor Committee, I'll make sure that they give you a fair contract, my brothers and sisters. Because you all know, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Solidarity.
Thank you. Want to shout out two people and read a statement. So my colleague Malcolm Kenyatta, who represents CCP, this main campus, I know would love to be here. He has been a champion as well. And Senator Tina Tartaglione, longtime chair of the Labor Committee for many years in the Pennsylvania Senate, a former staff organizer with UFCW. She could not be here this morning, but she really wanted to make her voice and support heard, so I'm going to read some remarks on her behalf. For 15 months, you have been bargaining in good faith, laying out clear and reasonable demands, fair wages, full staffing, and real investment in students. Yet instead of meeting you at the table with respect, CCP's administration has chosen delay tactics, legal loopholes, and expensive anti-union consultants. This week's decision by the PLRB is just the latest attempt to stall progress, but let me be clear, this won't work. We see this for what it is, a stalling tactic, a desperate attempt to push you to accept less than what you deserve. But I know this union, I know your strength, and I know you will not be broken. This fight is about more than a contract. It's about dignity. It's about making sure the people who shape minds and futures aren't left struggling to support their own families. It's about making sure students aren't packed into overcrowded classrooms, that they have the teachers, advisors, and resources they need to succeed. Because when faculty and staff are respected, students thrive. The administration wants to drag this out, hoping you'll back down. But they've miscalculated. You are stronger than ever, and you have an army of supporters standing with you, including me. Your fight is my fight. I stand with the faculty and staff of the Community College of Philadelphia, just as I have stood with workers my entire career. And let me tell you something. When workers stand together, they win. So to CCP's leadership, I say this: do the right thing. Get back to the table. Respect these workers. And if you don't, if you push them to the picket line, you better believe I'll be right there beside them.
Is it a good morning to fight for our workers? Yeah. Is it a good morning to fight for a fair contract? Yeah. That's what I agree. That's what I like to hear. So I'll make it quick, everyone. My name is Rick Krajewski. I'm the state rep for the 188th District. And I'm not just here because I support the right of our workers at CCP to get a fair contract. I also have a stake in this fight. I have the Technical Center in West Philadelphia in my district, and I can remember being at the groundbreaking for the Tech Center and being very proud. I have a background in STEM. I was a software engineer before I got into politics, and so I was proud that our community college was making an investment in STEM in our working class neighborhood in West Philadelphia. Yeah. And it's a shame that I can't still be proud today. Right? It's a shame that I can't stand here and say that CCP did the right thing for its workers in West Philadelphia, in Center City, and across Philadelphia. It's a shame, right? But we know that we have to do whatever we can to make sure that the university that educates working class Philadelphians, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a jewel of our city that is educating our future. This should be the first contract we figure out, right? This should be a priority for us. It should be a priority for us.
But you've heard from council and from my colleagues in council about how they've deprioritized working with us to make sure this happens. So you have my support. I will do whatever I can to work in the state legislature, to work with my colleagues. I will be there at the picket line with you, because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. All right, thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to be here with my union family. My name is Saeed Adnan. I currently serve as the Director of Organizing for the American Federation of Teachers Pennsylvania, which is the state federation representing union members of Local 2026, of which who are currently employed by the Community College of Philadelphia. I have had the great pleasure of meeting many members of Local 2026. They are the faculty, the visiting lecturers, the support staff, the sanitation crew, the electricians, plumbers, and so many other positions at this college. These folks believe in their students. They want to see this institution thrive. They work hard to keep CCP running. They are the backbone of not only the Community College of Philadelphia, but are a vital part of our entire community here in Philadelphia. They embody the fighting spirit and the sense of brotherhood that we all know and love here in the city of Philadelphia. So therefore, on behalf of the 36,000 members of AFTPA and the 1.8 million members of AFT nationally, we stand in complete solidarity with our brothers and sisters and siblings of the Community College of Philadelphia. These folks are fighting for kitchen table issues. Kitchen table issues, like putting food on the table, making sure that their kids have a safe place to rest their heads at night, taking care of their family's medical needs. These are not exorbitant problems that they're just bringing up to cause issues. They're bringing up problems that each and every person living in this city and around the state can empathize with. And our message to them is that we stand with them 100%. Now, our message to management and to the anti-union consultants that management has abdicated authority is also very clear. Come to the table. We welcome you. We invite you to come down the ivory tower. We invite you to sit with our members and realistically discuss the issues of not only our members, but of the students and of our community as well. And if you don't want to hear us, I guarantee each and every one of you, management, and and those who stand against us, they will all hear us real soon on the picket line. Thank you, and good luck.
So good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to see so many people here ready to fight for what we all deserve. This isn't just about the people who work at CCP. This is about what we're here to say about our city and the people who live here. We deserve excellence. We deserve excellence. There are those forces in this country and around our area even who say that the people of Philadelphia do not. But we're here to say differently, and I'm glad to see you all here to say differently. One of the things that's been interesting is that our Board of Trustees has made a statement to say that they don't have the money for students to get trans passes. They say they don't have the money for faculty and staff to have a living wage that has the pace, that keeps up with the pace of inflation. They say that they don't have the money to make sure that they hire staff to support students in their endeavors. My name is Jason Esters. I'm a full-time faculty member in the English department at CCP, been there for 14 years, and I'm here to tell you, they do have the money. They do have the money. In fact, Councilman Thomas alluded to this. CCP has unprecedented reserves that they've been able to stockpile since COVID. Enrollment is up. Enrollment is up. Governor Shapiro and Mayor Parker have already made proposals to increase funding for this upcoming year. And we've already heard that city council members are thinking about even bringing those numbers up. I mean, if you think about it, one of the reasons why we're actually here today is in large part because during the last budget cycle, Philadelphia City Council increased the city's contribution to CCP to pay exactly for what we're asking for. So we know that council wants to see increased investment in CCP students and in the faculty and staff that they serve. This we already know. And so, yes, we hope to get back to the bargaining table. And you know why? Because we're ready. We're ready to go back to the bargaining table. We're ready to bargain with the college. We're ready to bargain throughout the entire weekend. Again, we're here. And most of all, we're ready to secure for our faculty, for our staff, for our students, a contract that ensures that they have everything they need to have an experience where they can learn what they need to learn so that they can be productive citizens of Philadelphia, so that they can reach their dreams, and so, as one student already mentioned, so that they can thrive as opposed to survive. And we all stand here because that's what we're ready to fight for. And we're ready to do anything that we can do in order to make sure that that happens. Because who are we? CCP. Who are we? CCP. And when we fight, we win. And when we fight, we win. I can't wait to see you all at our informational picket on Monday, the 24th. Thank you all.